Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Space exploration. I'm now really getting into some uncharted territory where I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll see how this goes. I've set up the production of what's going on here? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I've set up the production of life support canisters because I know that I'm going to need those in space. I got myself a stack of 50, and from what I can tell, this will last me 4 hours in space. I don't expect my first trip to last much longer than that. So the way this chain goes is you make empty life support canisters, or these secure canisters. Now these also generate scrap, and actually what I wanted to do was to send the scrap to the chest. So this should be scrap only here. There we go. And then I want the secure canisters to go here. So here, secure canisters get combined with a processing unit to make empty life support canisters. The empty life support canister is combined with coal and water. And then used life support canisters can come here. Those get scrubbed by water, and you get an empty life support canister again, so they can be recycled when they're used. So that's that. I'm also making space platform scaffolding, which is a little bit slow. I might need to scale this up, but that takes heat shielding, low density structures, and steel plates, all of which I have in this area. In fact, yeah, I think we should probably double up on this to make this faster. Because I think this is essentially going to be like speed or C block, you know, where you can only build in space if you have a platform upon which to build. So I'm just going to let this run indefinitely and fill up those chests. Now, one thing I didn't spot the last time is I need the Universe Explorer. If I go, there was kind of a message hinting at this that I sort of breezed past, but if you go to Novice Orbit, we can see that there is a space platform already out there. So this is going to be my first destination. Looks like a little asteroid over here. We've got some solar panels. We've got a radar construction pylon, which is essentially like a big substation plus. And then there are chests up here that have some more solar panels, some space parts. There's a landing pad, which is going to be good for us. We've got some water and heavy oil. There's some space weapons, a bunch of science packs, so we can start doing research in space. There's some plates, and then there's some building materials of various sorts, just to sort of get things started. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch the rocket up here. A cargo rocket, I should say. Now the satellite itself, I've been launching lots of satellites, and there's a lot of stuff that's been revealed already. So here we are. We've got 4 moons of Nauvis. We've got the Shenong planet, we've got Abaddon, we've got Budkai, various moons. We found an asteroid belt, and then we have Calidus itself, which is our sun. And so we'll keep launching satellites until there's nothing more to reveal here. And then we can also look at resources and statistics for each of these things. You know, and this will tell us essentially where to go for various resources. For example, here in Abaddon, there's a lot of uranium, there's a lot of coal, etc., etc. So, good information there. Still learning what to do with it. But I was advised, you know, even though we've got this platform here we can start on in Nauvis orbit, I was advised on Discord that I should instead set up a station in Calidus orbit. Reason being that you have very strong solar up there. Okay. Now there's nothing up there except some, you know, these look like little asteroids or whatever. So once I launch up there, I'm not exactly sure where I will end up. But I think that would be a good place to set up a base because solar power will be very powerful. And there's no nighttime in space, so you don't need accumulators. You just set up your panels and you've got power 24 hours a day. Okay, and looks like we just found a new moon. What was it? Oneros. Looks like that's a moon of Abaddon. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's another one there. That one's got a lot of copper. Okay. Good to know. So anyway, that's that. I set up a cargo rocket silo so that we could launch ourselves up into orbit and see what's going on. So when you click on the cargo rocket silo, you get this interface. So to launch, we're going to need a space capsule. The space capsule, by my understanding, and I'm just going by, you know, what I read in the wiki and what I can gather from the game. I haven't seen anybody do this before. And I'm not going to. I don't want to watch anybody else's playthrough yet. Because I want to give myself a chance to kind of mess things up on my own first. But the space capsule acts as the control capsule for the cargo rocket. And it looks like we can also use it to get back to the closest planet. So in our case, we launch a cargo rocket up there. The rocket itself will break up and be at least partially destroyed because there's no landing pad there. But we'll have the capsule to bring us back here when we're done goofing off up in Nauvis orbit. So we'll need the space capsule, we'll need 100 cargo rocket sections, we'll need liquid rocket fuel, and then whatever we want to take up there, which in my case, I want to figure out how I can do space, or how I can do science in space. So I think I need a space science laboratory. At least one, maybe a couple of them. Because all the research that I have available now is going to require a space science pack, which I assume has to be used in the space science laboratory. So we'll need to take some labs up there in order to get any science done. Yeah, so let's start making some of this stuff. Okay, so let's start with the capsule. Where was that? All right, so this looks like it essentially uses a lot of the same stuff that the satellite needs. Lots of low density structures. We need some glass. We need rocket control units. And then we're going to need solar panels and accumulators. Now, right now, I'm not making solar panels very quickly because I was only making these for the satellite. But if we're going to be launching rockets with any regularity... Well, I guess the capsule is conserved, is it not? So I only need like one... I think I only need one capsule per rocket. So... if that is indeed the case, then I will just... I'll make it over here. How do I want to load things in here? Alright, well for now we'll just do it this way. And then, I mean, there's a lot that I'm going to have to figure out once I start doing this. Okay, so I'll load this up. And that'll be our capsule. I'm not gonna connect anything to this yet. Now, yeah, these things will all bring by logistic request. Yeah, hang on. I don't want to do that there. Some of this stuff is going to be better to bring in by belt. Alright, let's see where my bus ends. I guess the sulfur is the end of the bus. So, I'm going to put low density structures on the bus. Ah, crud. Is that the beginning of... yeah. Okay. So here come the low density structures. And I need to get that up there. Okay, because I think we need that for the cargo rocket parts as well. Let's see. Yeah, we need low density structures for cargo rocket sections. And we need cargo pods. Yeah, we're going to need a whole lot of stuff up here. Rocket fuel tanks. Alright, we need rocket control units up there as well. So let's send that up. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 21. Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. Oh, you know the other way you can do this? We can do that. And change the output priority to that side. Yeah, that way you can do it in 2 tiles. Okay, so we'll load both sides of the belt there, and we'll throw this on the bus as well. That doesn't have to be underground. This is where I kind of wish that I had my belt control, my belt immunity equipment again. Oops. All right. And you know what? For now, I'm gonna stop launching this rocket because I've already got tons of stuff revealed. I've got lots of stuff to explore. I'd rather use my resources to build the cargo rocket. For now. Okay. What else am I going to need over here? Solid rocket fuel. Solid rocket fuel, I think I'm doing all by bot. Yeah. So that'll be brought in by robot. Yeah, and then we need solar panels, accumulators, heat shielding, and glass. Okay, now glass we can do. I'll just bring one belt of glass. Even though I have two there, but I'm really only producing one full yellow belt anyway. Okay. Yeah, and then I think our accumulators and solar panels, we're going to have to step up production on those. So let's build something for that. Batteries and iron plates, that's quite a simple recipe. Alright, we're going to change our limit on here. Do I need those for the rocket parts too? Okay, there's no scrolling here. Here we go. No, it looks like I only need them for the capsule. Okay. So I'll change the limit to 100. And we'll double up the production on that. There we go. And then we'll do the same with my solar panels, which I'm doing down here. $100. Okay. There we go. Now it looks like we're running low on plastic. Let's see what's going on with that. No petroleum? Yeah, I'm out of petroleum. Probably because I've been making all that rocket fuel. And haven't been cracking all my light oil. I've got plenty of crude oil. So one thing I could do there is I can make, just to help with that situation, I can make a few refineries. Let's see if I have some in the network. Yeah, I do. So let's get some refineries. And I'll set up a few refineries, just doing the basic oil processing recipe, just to give us some extra petroleum, since I do have the oil. Okay, so I'll set up another pump. But I'll tell this one only to turn on when we have plenty of crude oil available. So let's say if the tank is more than half full, then we can use that to make extra petroleum. Where are my bots at? Here they come. I'll meet them halfway. Oh, okay, that's a construction bot. And they just went home. Okay. Be patient. Now we got a little more plastic flowing. All right, here come the refineries. Sometimes it's quicker just to go and grab it yourself, unfortunately, when you have a big network or a spread out network like this. And then you just have to be careful not to leave the logistics zone, or they'll all turn around and go back, and then you have to start the process all over again. Okay, there we go. And we've got plenty of power, so we could also module / beacon some of this stuff, but you know, I have all these various ratios and stuff worked out with this setup, which is why I just want to add something completely separate over here. All right, so we'll need that, and we'll need that. And then on the output side, we can just run it like that. So let's copy this a bunch of times. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and let's clear the trees away just so we can see what we're doing. Okay, and then I need to bring the water in. Alright, and there we go. Now we got what I hope will be a lot more petroleum coming in. There we go. So it's not the most efficient use of crude oil, but it does get you a lot of petroleum quickly and easily. Which is what I want right now, so I get the plastic. And we're going to need lots of batteries and stuff too, so we need lots of petroleum right now. All right. So we'll let that go. And let's get back up here and finish what we were working on. So we got solar panels, we've got accumulators, we've got low density structures, we've got rocket control units and glass. All right, so let's make a capsule. All right, so some of this stuff we'll bring in by bots. So what I'll do is I'll just copy paste onto it, and then I'll take out the stuff that we don't need to bring in on belts. All right, so those are the 3 items we need to bring in, and then I need to make more heat shielding up here as well. Okay. Or am I making enough heat shielding already? Yeah, I really can't make more heat shielding because I'm using up all the sulfur that I have. So let's belt up. Let's belt up the heat shielding too. Let's see, this is already 4 belts wide. So we'll start a new section of 4 belts here. And I expect that at some point in the future we'll probably want to greatly expand our production of all this stuff. You know, the heat shielding and so forth. So we'll probably have to start mega basing. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. There. And then we can pull the heat shield from there. Alright, and then we just sit here and look at how we're starving of all of our ingredients. Alright, we're starving for sulfur, we're starving for plastic. Again. Why is my plastic belt completely empty? No petroleum whatsoever. Even with all this, which is now not running. Huh? Okay, according to this, petroleum is backed up. How is that possible? Oh, there we go. Alright. I'm going to go down there and fix it myself. Otherwise, we'll be waiting 10 minutes for the bot to get down there. At least until we get more robot speed. There we go. Okay. Do I have more pumps? Yeah. Alright. Let's put a pump here. Just to help push it through. And I'll put a pump over here to load the tank as well. And that'll help keep the fluids going through that pipe. Okay. Alright, so we're cracking both heavy and light. We're making extra petroleum over here. Looks like the tanks are starting to fill up just a bit. Okay. Yeah, plastic production looks a lot better. Sulfur production is still a bit slow. But there's not much more petroleum to go around, so I think we'll have to be happy with what we've got. Okay. So, again, this is going to run a little bit, this will be a little bit slow, at least the first few launches, but I want to get up there to check things out and get some of the research going up in space, and then I think we'll need to spend time here on the home planet to get our production increased, because this is intolerably slow. Okay, now for the rocket parts themselves. Those take 30 seconds each. So that is going to be a big build in and of itself. Why don't we start with something a little more manageable, like the liquid rocket fuel. Let's see what that's all about. I bet it's going to require petroleum. Oh, okay. We use a fuel refinery and we make that from solid rocket fuel. And then we can pump that in here. All right, so let's do that. That way we'll feel like we're accomplishing something. I really hate empty belts in Factorio. They just make me feel bad. Look at this. And now plastic has stopped again. Where's all my plastic going? Here it comes. Okay, maybe it just hasn't gotten down the belt yet since I fixed that little pipe problem over there. Okay. And now we're just short on crude oil. Yeah, so I can see that refining needs to be about 10 times as big as it is right now to really be able to do this with any sort of speed. So let's add that to our list. Much more refining, petroleum, plastic, sulfur. Those are the main things, right? Much more. I think I need at least to double it. At least double it. If not triple it. And then we might have enough to keep these belts running. Okay. Oh, I needed to get some motors so that I can make these, the fuel refinery. Let me get one of those. I've got those on the bus somewhere. Here it is. Electric motors. And we need some steel. There we go. We'll just make one. We don't necessarily need that to run much faster than everything else. And you guys have been fabulous with letting me know when I'm missing something important. So please don't let that die down. Rocket fuel from water. I think I should be doing rocket fuel from water. Oh. 500 seconds crafting time? And it gives me some scrap. But 1 copper plate to get a solid rocket fuel. And water, which is infinite. I mean, I think this is mainly used for getting rid of water. Oh, we can also make it from vulcanite blocks. And I think I'm getting a lot of those now with my core mining, which for some reason has stopped. Oh, because my water tanks are full. Yeah. Okay. I'm starting to get it now. Alright, well anyway. Here we're going to be making rocket fuel from the solid rocket fuel. Okay. So I'm going to request solid rocket fuel here. Load it in. This takes 1 second. And gives us 50 rocket fuel. And that gets loaded in that pipe, I believe. Alright, and we need 50,000 rocket fuel to get us into space. So let's increase this to 400. Actually, 480 will fill up the chest. Okay. And there should be a bunch of bots now. All coming down here to pick this up. There we go. Okay, so let me make another one of these fuel processors. Fuel refineries, rather. And let's start working out the water. What am I saying? I should probably make a lot more than one. And we'll use it to eat up that water, and we can use an electric furnace to make the copper plates. And we get some more motors. There's 1, 2. Let's get more glass. More steel. Okay, so that'll give us 4 of them. And then we can scale it up as needed just to burn up this water. Okay. And then that'll also give us some scrap. And I have scrap processing somewhere. Let's see if I can remember where I put that. I had a machine that was taking scrap and converting it into what? All right, let's see. What's scrap used for? Oh, landfill. Yeah, I'm turning scrap into landfill somewhere. I don't remember where it's going, but somewhere I've got a machine that is turning scrap into landfill. And I can't remember where I put it. Is it down here? No. Okay, well, I don't remember where it is, but I'm pretty sure I set that up at some point. Okay, and then we just need copper plate. Alright, so like I said, I've got a electric furnace. So let's make a filter inserter. And we'll have this pull out copper ore. And hopefully it'll grab it faster than this belt does. Oh, you know what I can do? I'll set up a little circuit condition. So we'll turn that on when copper ore is greater than 50, let's say. So this way it'll hold on to a stack of copper ore for this to get done. And then we can feed this up here. And that way it's at least somewhat self-contained. All right, let's do this consistently. There we go. Okay, and then the rest of it can flow out. And let's see how this goes. Okay. Now, how much water is this going to use? This will consume 8 water per second on average. And this is going to produce 37.5 water per second. So I need 4 more copies of this. So I need 16 of these fuel processors. Let's go make a bunch more of them. And here I thought I was going to get into space today. I guess I'll have to wait just a little bit longer. All right. Let's see if I'm just coming over here to see if I can make this crazy thing in the mall. Pipe, stone, glass, steel. Pipe, stone, glass, steel. No, that's over here. Alright, let's try this. that there. And then somehow this needs to get stone brick. Okay, that should work. All right, so there's glass. There's steel and stone brick. So now I just need the electric motors. Oh, okay, and there's electric motors. Is that everything? I think I'm missing. Oh, pipes. Okay. Well, pipes are easy enough. All right. Okay, so we'll run this until fuel refineries are less than 20, let's say. Okay. So I'll wait till we get that second one. I'll take 2, and then the rest we'll just put in there with bots. Let it build itself up. Okay. So I needed... Sorry, let's check this again. That consumes 8. And I'm making 37. So I can make 5 copies of this, and that'll give me 40. So I need 4 more copies of it. So there's 2. Blueprint with fuel refinery can't flip. Okay, that's too bad. I'm going to have to lose that power pole. We can add 2 more at the end here. So that's 1. How many is that going to be? That's 10. And then I'll have 20. Let's see, will this work with ghosts? Yeah, that's 12. No, that's only going to give me 24. That's not enough, is it? Okay. Let's make another one of those filter inserters. I think we're going to need more copper production. Let's have it hold back 100 now. Okay, so we'll put 2 furnaces. Okay. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, I just need to double this now. All right, no problem. Okay, these are the outputs. And then the inputs. There. And that should consume all the water, plus a little bit extra. That'll give me more rocket fuel. It'll give me more landfill. Let me know if you guys are aware of a better use for the scrap at this point of the game. Please do let me know. But all the uranium is getting sent up to make fuel, and then the ores are running down the belt, getting used up that way. Right? So we have the iron going in there. I have the copper joining up with the belts down there. Same with stone. You know, with this as the input priority. Actually, I should set that input priority as well. Okay, and same with coal. Input priority is coming from the core mining. So that way the core mining can keep running and it'll keep generating uranium, which is the main thing I'm after. And at the same time, we can get a little more rocket fuel out of it. I don't need this extra loop here anymore. Let's just go ahead and pick that up. Okay, looks like I got all my machines. Let's copy the recipe. And it looks like we need more power. Okay, let's redo these power poles. Let me filter for medium electric poles only. And let's clean up this mess. Okay. And we'll throw in a few lights so it looks nice at nighttime. Okay. So now we're consuming 40 water a second and far less than 1 copper. And we're making some extra stuff that we can use. So that's good. Okay, so we got a bit more work to do. I need to set up, let's see how we're doing on the, actually let's go up there and see how we're doing on the rocket fuel, see how fast we're getting it made. Now I'm assuming that the silo automatically determines how much rocket fuel is needed based on the destination. And that's how it came up with the rather odd number of 55K or whatever it was. Yeah, 50.33. Okay, so it's almost full. So that's good. Yeah, it looks like we're processing it as fast as it comes in, or faster. Well, no, it's coming in faster than we can process it, so that's good. Okay, so we're almost there. So we just need to get the cargo rocket sections done. Let's see if we have a capsule. I do have a capsule now, so that's great. Let's toss that in there. Where'd you go, capsule? Okay, space capsule is loaded. All right, so next time we'll focus on making the cargo rocket sections. Let me check my nuclear fuel processing. We are now at the 13, well, close to the 13-to-1 ratio that we need to do more Covarex enrichment. So we're getting at least some more of that uranium-238 loaded in there, which is good. The chest is nearly full, so I think we still don't have any problem as far as our nuclear fuel goes. We did identify a nice big uranium ore patch over there, and it's actually close to oil. I think I need coal, though, for sulfuric acid, too, don't I? We need iron plate. Okay, no, I only need petroleum. Well, there's an iron mine over there. So what I'm thinking is that since I have water, I have petroleum, and I have iron all within a somewhat reasonable distance, I can probably make the acid I need for the mining locally and not have to bring it in by train. That'll make things a bit easier. So we'll work on that. We'll work on that uranium mine at some point in the near future. Okay, so this is done. We got our capsule, so that's good. We'll go ahead and queue up another one in case we want to run a second rocket at some point. I imagine we'll reach a point in the game where we'll want to have multiple cargo rockets at the same time. Okay, and then we'll get to work on the cargo rocket sections and see if we can get a launch done and get out into space and see how that works. So, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.